Hi there, and welcome to Lead PPC. A big focus for us, like probably 95% of our book of business is working with franchisors, so it's probably why you found us. We rank really high on a lot of various keywords, and perhaps you are on our website right now looking at an article about franchise focused marketing. So just wanted to introduce myself. Obviously, we'd love to talk with you more about what exactly you're trying to do because there's lots of types of franchise marketing. You can be doing radio, PR, print, trade shows, all sorts of stuff. Our real focus here at Lead PPC is going to be pay-per-click advertising for franchisors, a lot of franchise development, and also a lot of local marketing for individual stores. Do have a couple tips here. I mean, this is kind of a more generic, because it's kind of a generic term, franchise focused marketing, but here are some things that are kind of important. I mean, utilizing Google ads and Facebook ads, meta ads are going to be some of the most important things that you can do. So you got to really understand who your target audience is. If it's franchise development, you're trying to get in front of people that have that, the net worth liquid assets available to invest. So when you're doing your ads, make sure that if you're on Facebook, you're saying, hey, it's a $350,000 investment, and reiterating that on your landing pages. So you're going after people and audiences that actually have that type of potential investment capability. Utilize location targeting. This is important on the franchise development side of things. Always make sure that you're advertising where you do have FDDs and where it operationally makes sense for you to do. You also don't want to be too narrow, so you probably don't want to be going after zip codes. Maybe the closest you would do is DMAs, which are like kind of cities like Chicago, DFW, stuff like that. But even still, a lot of times you want to go for all the states that you have your FDDs in that make sense operationally, and then negate out all the areas that you already have existing franchisees. That's kind of what you want to do on targeting. And then when you're doing local advertising, then you really are trying to go, a lot of times it's like a 5 to 10 mile radius around it. Sometimes it's much bigger if you can service a bigger area than that. But you just don't want to be advertising, in locations that don't make any sense for you. That's a huge waste of money. Optimizing your keywords. The biggest thing with optimizing your keywords is when leads come through, make sure you capture what they typed in. Sometimes this is harder to do from an SEO perspective, but from a pay-per-click perspective, Google will let you use what's called UTM parameters, and so you can send across things like campaign, ad group, keyword, search query, stuff that into your CRM or into your Google Sheet. And that way, if someone makes it to Discovery Day, meets the founders, qualified opportunity, turns into a franchise sale, where they came from exactly, so you can focus more on that. If you're doing local consumer advertising, you really want to be tracking ROI. So to do that, a lot of times it's like you're tying into your point of sale system or your online sales stuff. A lot of times some groups can only track their online sales, and so you kind of have to know, okay, what percentage of my total revenue is online sales and what does that look like, and kind of guess on what your ROI is, because there's different systems problems where it's hard to get someone that saw an ad here and they didn't buy online but they came in the store. So sometimes you got to work through some of those types of issues to optimize for your keywords, but that can be important. Focus on ad quality. You really want to make sure you have good quality scores and that the ads make sense, and then make sure you're like regularly monitoring and adjusting it, which is why a lot of people hire agencies, because it's a lot of stress for individual employees a lot of times to manage all that money. And so anyway, a lot of times agencies make the most sense. But if you do need help with your franchise focused marketing, feel free to contact us. We have a contact us button right here. You can click there, fill out the form, first name, last name, email, phone number, business name, hit request appointment, and then that will go to my calendar. You can just book an appointment with me online right there. But would love to talk to you, and thanks so much for coming to our website.